You know how a TikTok video or an Instagram reel has just a few seconds to grab your attention before you scroll on by? A poster presentation works the same way. A poster presentation is a quick, visual way to share your project's big idea and why that even matters. It's delivered in about 30 to 60 seconds, the same optimal length as a TikTok video or Instagram reel, and the goal is the same, to spark interest. For the poster presentation, we want that interest to start a conversation about your work and your research topic. Hi, I'm Susie Cass in the Career Center at your Celina Campus. Why am I talking about the poster presentation? It's because it's very similar to what's known as an elevator pitch. In the career world, an elevator pitch is a quick self-introduction you can use to tell someone who you are, what you're studying, what you're interested in doing next, and what value you can bring. It's like your personal highlight reel in 30 seconds, just like that poster presentation. And it's something you can use at career fairs, college transfer fairs, and even with that typical first interview question, tell me about yourself. The goal of the elevator pitch, just like the poster presentation, is to spark interest and start a conversation. Let's look at key parts of the poster presentation. There are 6 key parts of a poster presentation that can help you quickly tell the story you want to tell about your work on your research project. The first part is the attention grabber. The attention grabber, or a hook to grab your audience's attention, can be a question, a surprising fact, a bold statement, or whatever else you can think of. Think of it like the first 3 seconds of a TikTok. If you don't hook people right away, they'll scroll on past. Here's an example of one way to do that using what he calls the cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger is when you make a statement at the start of your presentation that creates a question in your audience's mind. For example, with our countries, I could say, there is one country in the world that has 186 million sheep. That country is China. So did you notice there how you began to think about what country it could possibly be with all of these sheep? That's the power of the cliffhanger. You make a statement that creates a question in the audience's mind, and this will only work well if you have some pauses before you reveal the key piece of information. That's the cliffhanger.
That's the cliffhanger. Ours may not be that dramatic, but that's a great example of how you can use that technique. After that, state what your project's topic is, what your research is all about. Then you'll briefly explain your process, how you approach the project and what methods you used. Keep it short and easy to follow so your audience gets the big picture. During your work, what did you discover, prove, or learn? What are your results? Keep it simple and focus on the main points. For the conclusion, you're going to tie it all together and explain why your project matters. This is your chance to show your project's impact or importance. Finally, you're going to end with a strong takeaway statement. One sentence that sticks in your audience's mind. This could be your mic drop moment. Let's listen again to our guest. He tells how using a technique he calls the key points can bring all of your information together.
Technique is to end with your key point. And the speaker who used this technique incredibly well was Terry Trespicio in her viral TEDx talk. Her talk was all about not following your passion, and this is how she ended.
To live a life full of meaning and value, you don't follow your passion. Your passion follows you. Thank you.
So the beauty of this technique is it reminds the audience exactly what you want them to remember, what you want them to leave the talk with. When preparing your presentation, think about what your key message is and see how you can bring that in to the very end of your presentation so that you end on that emphatic point.
Maybe a mic drop moment. But if yours is not so dramatic, that is okay too. You want to end with that statement that they'll remember about your research. When including these parts, your presentation will spark interest and start a conversation about your work. Now that you know the parts of a poster presentation, the next step is making sure you deliver it effectively. How you present your poster helps your audience connect with your work and understand its impact. Let's go over some delivery techniques. First, keep it simple. Focus on the big picture and main takeaways. Don't overload your audience with details. Simple explanations show you understand your project and make your message more powerful. Be interactive. Treat it like a conversation, not like what I'm doing right now. Invite questions and respond naturally. Interaction helps keep your audience engaged. Stand beside your poster, not in front of it, so everybody can see it. Smile, make eye contact, speak clearly, pause at key points to keep your audience focused. It will probably be a bit loud in the symposium, so you may want to practice speaking louder than you normally do. Think ahead about what people might ask you. Maybe they'll want to know why you chose your topic, how you measured something, or if you do anything differently if you repeated the project. Being prepared makes you look confident and professional. If they ask you a question that you don't know the answer to, it's okay to say that. You might even invite them to brainstorm with you a way to find that information. Finally, you want to wrap it up. Thank your audience for stopping by and perhaps end with or repeat that takeaway statement. That's like the last frame of the TikTok. A poster presentation isn't just about your poster. It's about you and how you bring it to life. The communication skills you use here are the same ones you'll use throughout your professional career. Just like that 30-second TikTok, your goal is to grab attention quickly, showcase what you know, and hopefully start conversations that can take ideas about your research and maybe even your career further than you know. If you'd like to practice your presentation or pick up a handout with this information, stop by or make an appointment with the Career Center. We can even video your practice and send the recording to you if you like. We're here to help you feel comfortable and confident about sharing the information that you worked so hard to put together.